I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad, I've punched him a few more times.
There's 5 blokes outside my front door, can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted as always to be joined by Miss GB herself, Tasha Jonas. Are you still Miss GB? Are you world champion, Tasha Jonas? What's the new nickname? You got one?
I mean, I've been called worse, so it is what it is. Yeah, any or all of the above.
Yeah, well, I'll just stick to Miss GB. I don't want to offend you in any way. Berghult, Patricia Berghult, tough challenger, WC world champion. A time for you to unify now. Adam Smith at that press conference said, are you getting greedy? Because you always want to be a world champion, but now there's an opportunity for you to become a unified world champion. Maybe undisputed, who knows down for the line, but to echo what Adam said, are you being greedy or are you setting yourself new goals?
Yeah, I think, no, you just like, you know, when you reach a goal, life doesn't stop. And like, I thought I'd have a bit of completion, and I don't. Because I still feel that I can improve, I still feel that I can compete, and I still feel that I can get better. So, yeah, once that's ticked off the list, it's like, okay, what's next on the list? And the WBC was there, another belt was there, and undisputed there. So, while I feel like I physically, mentally still can, why not?
I held up that, loved it when I pointed there, like that WBO belt there, and I said to it's heavy, it's a heavy belt, it's a beautiful belt as well.
Oh, aye.
But you said yourself there that the WBC belt, you looked at it around Patricia's shoulders. What do you think about that belt when you saw it around her shoulders?
Beautiful. Bit like myself. No, yeah.
Better around your shoulder, around your waist, though, right?
Oh yeah, no, I was last thinking, oh, look, it's lovely that, and I've always said as well, like the WBC is like kind of the one that it's a bit more, it's a bit like prestigious in it.
The history in that.
Yeah. So I've always admired that belt, and I've always looked at that belt, and now I've seen it, I'm like, that green and gold goes.
goes well. It would be nice in your house. Have you got a place for it already? Have you?
Yeah, definitely. If not, I'll definitely make a place. So
I know we're having a laugh here, but you're up against Patricia, who's a tough fighter, and she's already beat somebody like Hannah Rankin, who's she holds the WA version and the WBO version of the belts in your division. So it's going to be a tough fight for you. But being here in Liverpool, with everything that's gone on in Liverpool of late and that it's been in the news, there's no way you're losing this fight on Saturday, is there?
No, I prepare myself for 10 odd rounds, and I know what she's, well, not, I don't know what she's bringing to the table in that sense, but like I respect her. I know it's going to be tough. And the reason I put myself through hell and my body through hell in them camps is to make them fight nights easier. So yes, she's got all these pluses, and you know she's never been beaten, all that. But I'm going to come in there with my strengths that she has to combat as well.
Well, obviously, all going well on Saturday, you become unified world champion, and there is that Hannah Rankin. Now, I spoke with Hannah when she had her fight against Ayala. I believe it was back in Glasgow a few months ago, and I mentioned you obviously being that you're the WO, and she said, I love that fight. I'd love that fight. She wants to fight, and no doubt you want the fight as well, because the Undisputed is a cat dangling over there that a lot of fighters now are looking at, because obviously with Canelo doing it, and Charlo and Josh Taylor, a lot of emphasis now has become Undisputed, because it's already having 4 world champions, but who's the number one?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I
mentioned that isn't enough anymore.
No. You know, what world champion's not enough anymore? Is that what you said there?
Yeah, one belt. It just isn't enough anymore. Everyone wants them all. If it's possible to do so without, you know, take away all the politics and take away all the different platforms and take away all the different promoters and whatever. Everyone wants to be the number one, and it is possible to do it. Yeah, people have to swallow a few egos and stuff, but it's possible to do it. So why not? And I think the good thing about women's boxing, because it's here in this country in its infancy, it's easier to be done, because there is there isn't the depth that there is in the men, and there isn't the politics, and maybe because there isn't the money as there is in the men, it is easier to be done. So if we can do it, why not?
I suppose my question was going to be, would you fight Hannah Rankin? But she is fighting Terry Harper now. We know your fight with Terry Harper, so you probably want to revisit that rematch. So do you have a preference who wins that fight, or do you don't care whoever's got that belt?
I don't care. Yeah, whoever's got the belt at the end of it, that's the one I want. So yeah, I'm not really bothered. I do. It's a good fight. and both can win it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to just sit back and watch and enjoy a fight and not be in it.
That's the thing. You commentating fights. You're in boxing so much. Do you ever get sick of it? I mean, obviously with the training, you talk about. You're on TV on Sky talking about. If you're not doing that, you're in a training camp. If you're not doing that, you're fighting. You're sparring. Do you ever get sick of the sport? Do you ever just want a downtime and just?
No, I think that I have been in the sense of like when I was leaving GB that I'd literally had enough. But you know, it's such a small time that you're in the sport that you've just got to enjoy the moments when you're in it. And I think sometimes on GB you're always looking to the next tournament and looking to the next big thing, and you never really just stay in the moment. And as great as the Olympics was and as amazing of an experience, I remember messaging Fraser and just saying when he was there in 2020, and just saying enjoy the moment, because you look back at it in memories and think I don't have the same feelings now here than I did at the time, because I was so focused on the result, and you're supposed to be, but enjoy the moment as well. And I think now that I've got that world title, I'm starting to enjoy the boxing again. Like the pressure's like, I don't want to say it's off, but the weight of trying to prove to the world that I'm good enough and I'm thinking that's gone now, because I've got the title and I've had the title. So now I can get back to doing what I do and enjoying the sport.
You mentioned enjoying it. You mentioned setting yourself new goals. Now, behind me is the cop. Where's the cop? Sorry. That way. That one over there. So to your right and my left, that's the cop. Can you imagine a ring in that centre circle? You, Beefy, maybe even Paul Smith and Callum Smith and Stephen Smith, and Paul and Stephen might come out of retirement, and all these other, because there's a lot of Scouse fighters out there that probably want on this card, if there is ever a card here. Setting yourself a goal and enjoying the sport. Talk to me about having a fight here in front of that cop.
I think Bellew had it at Goodison, didn't he? And that was like, you know, for him, everyone wants the stadium one. Everyone, like. And yet we could go to Madison Square Garden and that would be brilliant, and yet you could go to, you know, Vegas and do it in somewhere there, and that would too be amazing, but there is no place like home. Like,
and you said that at the press conference.
Yeah, there's just no place like it. So yeah, they're all amazing and it would be fantastic, and I'd never turn down them opportunities. But would I turn down the card of the 10th for a reason, because I want to be here. I want to be in front of my own friends, family and supporters and perform. That's
the thing, this would mean a lot to a lot of fighters. I know it's Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports back in the day tried to get a fight here. There was talked about a fight coming here, but hopefully a boxer on Sky, they can finally get it done with yourself. But you've got a job to do on Saturday. I mean, all these dreams and setting these new goals ain't going to happen unless you get through Saturday night. So what can we expect from you on Saturday? I
think just, you know, every fight you want to show that you've added another string to your bow, you've improved in some way, and just impose my strengths. Yeah, so like, obviously I win, obviously, but I want to perform and I want to be happy with my performance as well.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I always like a fight night down in Liverpool, so as always, a 3.5 hour drive down south is good for me, so I'm looking forward to it. Tasha, enjoy the rest of the day, but you've probably got more media to do, and I'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow.
Nice one.
Thank you very much, Tasha.
Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad, I've punched him a few more
There's 5
times.
blokes outside my front door, you coming out?
One hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.